Ever wanted to go on a motorcycle ride? Don't have a motorcycle? Ever wanted to see Texas? Never been? I'm going to solve both of those problems for you. Well, as close as YouTube can get. Stick around. So every year, me and about 7 other guys do an annual motorcycle ride to Leakey, Texas. Now, you've probably never heard of Leakey, Texas. I hadn't, not until I went riding there. But what's in Leakey, Texas? Pretty much nothing. Except for 3 of probably the best motorcycle roads that Texas has to offer. Now, I know what you're thinking. What's a guy wearing a Kansas shirt gonna tell me about Texas highways? What I'm gonna tell you is that's one of the big reasons that I now live in Texas. Texas has some of the best roads, and this weekend we rode some of the best roads that Texas has to offer. Now, I'm not going to say the best because Texas is a big state and there's a lot of roads here, but this is one area that we go back to every year because they have the Twisted Sisters. That's right. Over the weekend, I did 3 Twisted Sisters. I'm not even tired. Now, out of context, that might not sound really good as a married man. In context, if you're familiar with the Twisted Sisters, it sounds great. Why does it sound great? Because we rode highways 335, 336, and 337, also known as the Twisted Sisters. Get your mind out of the gutter. I figured, why not take y'all along for the ride? Well, I mean, you can't ride with me, but you can ride with me. So these are the Twisted Sisters. We're just outside of Leakey, Texas. That's Leakey, Leakey, Texas. Several small towns around here, and there are 3 highways that connect them all together. All the little towns. In fact, I don't even connect stuff together. They're just old country back roads, but they happen to be through all of these hills. So what that means is it makes for some pretty good riding because there's a lot of twisties. But this is a trip we take at least once a year. We stay on the Frio River, and the place that we stay at are cabins. This is the porch of the cabins that we stay at. This is the view. We usually do a couple of nights, so we're about 3.5 hours from Austin. We have 6 Harleys, 2 Goldwings, and 3 cars. So 6 motorcycles and 3 and 2 half cars. I don't know. I mean, I think they have air conditioning on those Goldwings. You do got to watch out for rocks out here. All these hills, there's quite a few rocks that'll fall off. But you'll see a lot of motorcycles out riding, going both ways. There's several signs that you'll see that basically tell you to be careful because there's a number of people that die out here not paying attention, looking off at the scenery. If you look at the scenery, I'll try to turn my head. I'm not looking that way, but if you look at all the scenery, it's beautiful out here. Guys on these bikes, they get to look in one way and ride right off the road. But hopefully I'm going to record a little bit later because there's one part of this road that's by far my favorite, and we call it the roller coasters. You'll see why if I can get some video of it. That's a hog. Got a lot of rain last night out here, as you can kind of see. A
lot of times these are close to dry creek beds. But it rained pretty hard. We had three guys in one car that came in last night. They got hammered with rain. Ended up taking I-10. Got to the point where they couldn't see, 2 bikes ahead of them. We got pictures of them standing underneath a picnic area. And they're standing outside of the picnic area trying to stay dry because the wind was blowing the rain dang near sideways. Alright, we're coming up on the roller coasters. You can see they built this road right into the side of the mountain that follows this little river here. Steep grades, sharp curves. But usually we'll stop at that motorcycle stop. Most of the guys will smoke cigars. And a couple of us will smoke pipes. Have a couple of beers before we go back to the cabins. Saturday night, almost every time we go to the butcher. There's a butcher on Main Street here in Leakey. And we get some 1.5-inch cut ribeyes. And we have a little cookout tonight. Grill up some ribeyes, and pretty much all we have is ribeyes and baked beans. You got to pay attention to the road, but man, it's hard not to look at all this stuff around you. It's just beautiful. And here's one of the roller coasters. Favorite roads in Texas right here. You got the scenery, you got the twisties, you got the hills, the peaks, the valleys, about everything you need on a motorcycle. Here we go, and another one. Those are fun. I don't know why. Brings back the kid in me. Who am I kidding? The kid never left. I should say it keeps the kid in me alive. There's a place up here after we turn on the next one where we usually stop. You can tell it's a normal stop for a lot of folks. People stop and drink beer and what have you. Some more roller coasters. Small ones. This is the kiddie ride. So hopefully you'll see a couple of pictures of the place that we just stopped. It's kind of a touchstone for us. We always take a group photo, whoever's with us. Usually have a beer on the side of the road. As you can see, we're not the only ones. They actually have They have put recycle bins because that's kind of a normal place for folks to stop. East 39 Highway in Texas. It's a beautiful ride. Also known as the Texas Hill Country Trail. It's part of it. That's pretty. I've ever ridden this road. Nice little winding roads. A lot of water features. Sure what this river is.
So there it is. That's a Texas Hill Country ride, or at least a little bit of it. We went riding for 3 days, Friday through Sunday. So you just get a little snapshot. If you want the real thing, you gotta get a bike or a Honda Goldwing, if that's your thing. Hope you guys enjoyed taking a ride with me, or at least a little bit of a ride with me over the weekend. Next planned ride we have is Sturgis, South Dakota. If you don't know what that is, you need to buy a Harley. Until you do, I'm RoadGlideSully. Keep the rubber side down.